So overall the experience really opened my eyes to what had been somewhat of a blind spot for me, which was the lack of women in leadership roles in Australia.
I'm very encouraged to see a technology company taking on an initiative like this because, as we know, in technology it tends to be a male-dominated world.
Without a program like this from HCL, there are more limited opportunities.
It's often the case in my job as a CAO that I'm engaged by vendors on a range of issues that don't excite me. This one did.
I think it's been a great program. So it's given the opportunities not just for mentees but also for mentors to learn a lot about the mentees and the kind of challenges they have.
It's so important in terms of developing diversity and also giving our women folk an opportunity to excel.
We're all equal, there's no particular differences in that respect, and everybody deserves an opportunity.
The thing I loved most was I got to connect with Liana. I think we've got a very special relationship and it's something that we both treasure now. It's not like it's come to the end.
Well, HCL taking a lead by sponsoring this program and by supporting it as a technology company, they're at the forefront of really delivering change to businesses in Australia. We're also at the forefront of supporting women. And I think that's great to see.
I think it's an extraordinary testament to HCL that they've put this program together so professionally.
I think it's great, and I think I would encourage other companies to do the same.
It's pretty brave for a foreign national to actually do this. And I think you guys are doing a great job in leading the way, and hopefully other corporations in Australia will actually follow a similar path. So well done, HCL.
My experience on the Women Lead Australia mentoring program was awesome. I was honoured to have been chosen from the start and I had a fantastic time the whole way through.
My experience in the Women Lead Australia program was one of focus and one that enabled me over the 13 weeks to really make sure that I was serious about the goals I was setting and allowing myself to focus on my development going forward.
One experience that stands out wasn't one experience, it happened all the time. My mentor was incredibly encouraging and really encouraged me to figure out what I wanted to do with my career and be open and speak about that with my managers and my support network so that I can get assistance from everyone around me to achieve my goals.
The Women Lead Australia mentoring program has helped me realise what my skills are, what my strengths are and what some of my weaknesses are. So I definitely see that my behaviours in the workplace have changed in a considered and positive manner as a result of the program.
I think what the mentoring program has done for me is really afforded me the opportunity to talk with another male around how best to communicate with other men. I'm in a very male-dominated environment. So for me, being able to understand how I can change my own behaviours and communication style to get the best outcome for my role was really important, and that's what I've been able to take back into the workplace.
Since the program, I feel like my personality has become way more confident. I have a voice at the table now, whereas before I felt like I had to justify myself often. But my mentor told me that I have every right to be there just as much as everyone else, so that's been really powerful for me.
The Women Lead Australia mentoring programs helped me evolve in the sense of my personality, and that I'm much more aware of my own behaviours and I can target my energy more effectively now, I believe.
I think what's really hard about a program that's run for 13 weeks is to be able to develop a relationship with an individual where you have to confide, you know, not just your personal concerns but your professional ones. So for me, that initially was quite challenging, but what I did find was, because we were both there for a common purpose, and there was an initial identification of what that purpose was, that the meetings were much more results orientated and more effective.
The journey throughout with my mentor has been fantastic. You know, Guido and I clicked right from the start. We had a remote mentor-mentee relationship, so that was slightly harder, but we found that we actually overcame that through technology and really allowed ourselves to probably take our mentor-mentee relationship to the next level in being able to make the most of the connectivity time that we had.
Relationship beyond the contract, to me has two parts. One, there's a business aspect to it, but the more important part, I think, is that you're working with people that you trust, that you're happy to speak to and to be around and enjoy working with, and I think that you'd be happy to associate with even if you weren't working together.
For me, relationships are not actually a contract. For me, relationships are really about how you leverage each other and what you learn through developing each other. So for me, that's the most important thing about relationships.
The relationship beyond the contract means to me that I can contact my mentor whenever I need to, and Vanessa made that really clear, that that's okay to do that. We have a non-dated appointment where I am going back to her and I'm letting her know how I got on with the goals that I set and the implementation of those goals, which is something for me to look forward to.
HCL, in my opinion, has been an absolute pioneer in partnering with Women Lead Australia in relation to this mentoring program. Their core philosophy of having conversations beyond the contract is invaluable and has been invaluable to me, and I think all organisations will benefit from embracing that philosophy.
I think HCL should be applauded for running this program across the country. What it's done is bring a lot of women from a lot of different industries together with mentors from completely different sectors, and really challenged the way that these women, or us women, think about things and give us an opportunity to invest in ourselves.
I was quite surprised when I saw this on LinkedIn. So HCL, I said first, who is HCL and why are they so interested in Women Lead Australia? More so when I actually Googled you up, then I found out, wow, you're a technology company, and what have you got to do with Women Lead Australia? Why are you so interested? But I must say, I have to commend you guys, because you've really taken an initiative that no one else in Australia has. And for me, I'm really proud to be part of that. So I think there's more companies that can really learn from you guys.
I think my experience on this program has shown me that I have a role to be a mentor or a guide to those who need help.
The Women Lead Australia HCL mentoring program has helped me refine my skills in regards to mentoring, and I feel that I can bring more to the mentoring process now, should I be fortunate enough to mentor any woman in the future.
I would love to be involved with mentoring other women to achieve their dreams in their careers, and I guess in life generally as well.
To describe my experience in one word for the mentoring program, it would be investment. Investment firstly in myself, investment secondly in my career, and lastly investment in my organisation.
In one word, my experience on the Women Lead Australia program by HCL would have to be enriching.
If I had to define my experience in one word, it would be enjoyable.
If I had to define my experience of the Women Lead Australia Mentor program in one word, I'd say fulfilled.
If I had to define my experience with the Women Lead Australia Mentoring Program in one word, that word would be amazing.